Right, let me finish in the last 5 minutes by thinking a little bit about identifying export opportunities. So my take on this is Brexit is going to have a big impact, and a big negative impact, so we do have to think about opportunities. It's not just about challenges, it is also about opportunities. How can we identify opportunities? So one way of doing that is use the trade data to work out where you're doing well and where you're not doing well. And there are two aspects to this. One aspect of it is this: which industries are we doing well in generally? What are our good industries? And how does that relate to changes in world demand? And this table helps us to think about it. So if you just focus on this bottom left corner, and that's the only one I'm going to focus on here for now, bottom left corner. Take everything that we export, take the 200 most significant exports of the UK, and of those, there are 47 sectors where world demand is growing, but their share in our exports is declining. So we're not doing so well in those industries, but world demand is growing. Okay? We can identify that from the trade data. That's a missed opportunity. 47 sectors of missed opportunities. This one is where world demand is growing and UK supply is growing, and there are 102 industries, but out of those 102, for 44 industries, our supply is growing, but not at the same rate as world demand. So actually, they're kind of missed opportunities as well. So there's already 149 industries there, which perhaps policy industries should be focusing on. You can do a similar thing, but focusing on a specific product. So sorry, if I just go back to this slide here, I said there are these 47 missed opportunities. One of those industries, because these are all industries that I'm identifying here, one of those industries happens to be whiskies. So let's think about whiskies and run the same sort of analysis, but now across countries. So what have I got here, that number 25? That's telling you that there are 25 countries, 25 markets where demand for whiskies is growing, but they're becoming less important in UK export of whiskies. That's a missed opportunity for the whiskey industry. There are 65 which we call rising stars, so world demand is going and we're doing better in those, but of those 65, in nearly 33 cases, whiskey exports are growing at a slower rate than relative world demand is growing. That's kind of also a missed opportunity. So this just illustrates there's an awful lot that you can do with the data to identify where one might be thinking about which are the sectors that matter, which are the countries that matter, and that should help the government, I believe, to help identify priorities in the negotiations. What we then would need to do, to really do this analysis properly, is to work out how many of those industries have tariffs, what are the non-tariff measures, the regulatory measures in those industries, what needs to be negotiated so that negative impact is not so great.